Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, my name is Alyssa, and for today's video, we are back with another YASS or PASS, where I sit and chat about new and upcoming makeup releases and give you guys my thoughts and opinions on them. I am so excited. I love filming these videos, and I feel like it's been a hot minute since we've done one, so I think it is time. I'm also pumped because as it is the holiday season, that means there are holiday releases, and they're some of my favorite to kind of look at and chat about. So I really hope that you guys are excited, and let's just go ahead and get started. All right, so as always, I'm gonna place pictures of what I'm chatting about on the screen right here so you guys can follow along. And of course, I'm using Trend Mood's page on Instagram to find all of these photographs and products. I'm gonna link her page down below as I always do, in case you for some reason live under a rock and you don't follow her and you want to. So the first thing that I see, and I'm only going with pictures, like if she did like a video post of something, I'm not gonna chat about it because I can't put it up on the screen here. So only things that are pictures on her page. So I'll probably be jumping over a bit or talking about stuff kind of out of order, maybe as to how you know it. So the first thing is this Symphony Face Contour Collection by Kaleidos Makeup. This says it includes Go-To Contour Trio 1 Matte Highlight Compact, both in Skin Perfecting 5 shade range. It's light as air, buildable formulas, lift, enhance, and define features for a truly airbrush finish. Now, I have not tried anything from Kaleidos Makeup. Some of their stuff looks really interesting. It's just not something that I've been able to get my hands on or have been that interested in the past in getting. I'm not gonna lie, I can tell you right off the bat, this has no interest to me. One, I'm not sure that I understand the theming, because in this picture it's like seashells and coral, and it's really giving me like cruise line vibes. Isn't there like a Symphony of the Seas in some fleet of cruise ships? So I'm not sure what that has to do with anything. I hate the packaging. Why is it curved like that? It's not gonna fit well amongst any of my stuff in any of my drawers. It's gonna drive me mental for that reason alone. Of course, I think the idea of like a contouring palette, kind of diverse for shades, that has something that's like light, medium, and dark is really beneficial, because of course it's going to help you create a really airbrush look like they're saying. But I'm not gonna lie to you, this is definitely not going to be anything that I purchase, and so it's going to be a no from me, dog. But it is interesting, and I know there are people that are going to love this, and I like that it looks like they do have some stuff that's going to cater to a darker set of skin tones, which I think is really nice. All right, so next, this is the Retro Glam palette from Natasha Denona. It's one of their 15 pan palettes with matte and shimmery finishes for $69. It says it's greens, pinks, and neutral tones. I don't like it. It's so pastel that it just doesn't feel like the right time for something like this. The swatches do look pretty, but it's just not something for me. I like the packaging. I do like the outer packaging of the palette. It is really pretty, but I just simply would not spend $70 on this. I don't really like Natasha Denona palettes. That may be some tea. I don't think her palettes are worth the hype or the money, to be honest. And I've had some of the really expensive, like $120 some odd ones. I do not have those anymore. They are long gone from my collection, because at one point people were literally out here being like, this is the best eyeshadow that you can have, and it's $130 for like a handful of shades. Offensive, absolutely not. So this is from Maybelline. It is the Super Stay Up to 24-Hour Hybrid Powder. It says medium to full coverage makeup, matte finish, delivers up to 24 hours of super staying power, sweat resistant, water resistant, and transfer resistant in 16 shades. It is $12.10. And while this is one weenie shade range, shade range, abysmal at best. I may have to go put eyes on this like in person and see if there's one that I think could work for my skin, because I like the sound of sweat resistant, water resistant, and transfer resistant for my oily skin as like a way to kind of set my base for certain things, to see if it makes my makeup last longer, keeps my oils at bay a little longer. This is a brush set from Beauty Bakery. It is called the With Ice Cream Anything is Possible brush wear set. That is a mouthful and a half, I swear. It comes with 5 synthetic brushes for the eyes, as well as the apron brush holder for $30. Now, I love the way that Beauty Bakery has been able to stay so on theme this entire time. It is such a niche makeup brand. It has such a niche concept that I'm surprised that they have as many products as they do, because like, how do you keep coming up with like food and baking related things to stay relevant to your whole game plan? But they manage to surprise me with how often they do it. Now, I do not have anything, I don't think, anymore from Beauty Bakery. I think I've had one of their eyeshadow palettes, and I may still have it. I truly can't remember. And I do remember that it is a nice palette, but Beauty Bakery doesn't do it for me, and that it's that exciting for me. First of all, I'm not like, I love baking, and so then it kind of gravitates me toward it. I've heard great things about the products. As far as this eye brush set, I hate it. I hate it. I do not like brushes with things on them. I don't even like dual end makeup brushes. I feel like they're difficult to store. I feel like you have to pick your favorite side, so that's not the side that gets like squished at the bottom of my containers. And so I get it because it's very on brand. So A+ for the branding. The apron brush holder is a genius idea, but like, it is not for me. I would never in a million years buy those brushes and then store them. They would just drive me absolutely mental. So it's not for me. I'm sure the brushes are of really decent quality. And I don't really love brush sets in general, to be honest. I prefer to buy individual brushes because I always feel there's at least a brush or two in a brush set that's not really what you were wanting, but like, you get it anyways because it's part of the set, and then you either like get rid of it or it just kind of like sits in your collection. So I prefer to buy individual brushes personally. So in general, this just isn't for me. Again, I do like that they stay on theme and on brand, but I'm not their target audience for sure. Wow, another brand I've never heard of. I must really be sleeping under a rock these days. This is from Be Perfect Cosmetics. It is the Carnival 5 collection. It's an eyeshadow palette with 30 mattes, 3 duochrome pressed pigments, 8 shimmer, and 4 luxe foiled glitter shimmers. It's $41.95, and I think that's like euro. So I don't know how much it is in like American dollars. And then it also comes with the 28-piece brush set with the travel case, beauty sponge, knee towel, very, very fancy. This looks incredible. I don't know where I've been. I don't know what this brand is, and maybe because is it a UK brand? Is that what it would be? Maybe that's why I don't know it, but this is a stunning palette. I really like the color layout a lot. It looks very cohesive. I like how there is quite a few different shades and finishes of kind of like each color. It's giving me very much like the Tati Beauty when she had like all the shades and different finishes, but like this is also giving you more depth to those shades because it's like you got 4 different purples and like some like purple glitter that leads more pink, purple glitter that leads more purple, one that starts shifting between blue and purple so you can use it with the blue or purples. I don't know, I really like the way this looks. I don't think there's any swatches, which kind of bums me out because I would love to see some of the shimmery looking shades in a swatch because I bet they're stunning. And then I love like the one whole side that's nothing but like cool tones and like different colors of like grays and blacks with different undertones. Like, this is a stunning looking palette. I don't know that I need it, but I kind of want to like go find a YouTube video or something of someone using this because I want to see if it is as pigmented as it appears. The brush set, I just mentioned how I feel about brush sets. I don't like love them. I don't hate them when you're getting like a whole thing like this, like it's meant to almost be like a starter kit where you've got a bunch of stuff for the face and the eyes. I like when it comes with a travel case because then it's perfect for like storing them open on your desk, but that wouldn't be the thing I was interested in. It would definitely just be the palette. And because it's called Carnival 5, I wonder what else this brand has to offer, like if there's a bunch more variants of this same type of a situation. So I'm gonna need to do some digging because I like it. I don't know that I need it, but I really do like it. Speaking of an eyeshadow palette, the next one right here is from Dominique Cosmetics. It is the Essential palette. So this is what I mean. It's giving very much basic, which is not always bad. Everybody needs a basic, okay? There are plenty of people who do not have a ton of like eyeshadows and like need a solid foundation. I won't lie, this is very much kind of giving the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Friendcation palette. While this one has like the purples and that one had like the blue and the green. This is a pretty looking palette though. The swatches are nice. The shades are neutral, of course, but I mean, a lot of people like neutrals. I really like that kind of like purple shimmery shade that's actually like really, really stunning. This is gonna be a no from me. I definitely don't need this palette. I have every one of these colors like 1,000 times over in my collection. But I think if you're someone who doesn't, or you just really enjoy Dominique Cosmetics, I think this is one of the better palettes from her that I've seen, because I feel like a lot of her palettes aren't super cohesive, and so I feel like it can make them a little bit more difficult to use. But this one, packaging is stunning, the shades are a solid choice, and the shimmers are gorgeous. So I think if you're interested in it and you really, really want it, I definitely think you should give it a try, because I know her shadows are of good quality because I have used them before, but like I said, I didn't find the palettes to be very cohesive, so I don't have them anymore. If I would have gotten this one, this would definitely still be one that would have been in my collection. Even though I have a ton of neutrals, I guarantee you this would probably be one that I would still hold on to and like take with me for travel, because it's a really solid palette. All right, so yet another brand that I'm now hearing about for the first time. It looks like it's pronounced Isamaya Beauty. I'm not 100% sure. I'll write it up on the screen. I don't know what the collection is called, because the post literally reads #revealed new collection Isamaya Beauty. Wow, that's hot. And I don't know if it's called That's Hot. Based on like the way the products are listed, I don't think so, but it looks like it comes with a lipstick, a lip liner, a highlighter, a mascara, and a pressed pigments palette. Oh my god, the palette is $105. Oh, I'll be diddly danged. Absolutely not. First of all, I'll go ahead and like give you my overall opinion on it. It's a no. I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the packaging. I don't like the horses coming out the tube. It's creeping me out. I don't even know how I would store those either. The lipsticks look okay. I'm sure they're fine. The eyeshadow palette is giving very much Tarte. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure it was the Tarte that had this same palette configuration things with the shades that didn't really match. Somewhat in a similar color scheme. I can't remember what it's called, but it's just not giving. Oh my god, wait, I think I may have it. Hold on one second, let me see. Okay, this is not like the same color scheme, but it is giving Tarte. This is a Tarte Rainforest of the Sea Volume 3. I feel like there was a Rainforest of the Sea that was more similar to this, but this is literally what I'm talking about. This is something that my mother has that I gave her forever ago with the little shimmers in it, but this is giving this exact same thing, and they want to charge you $105 for it. Absolutely not. That is absurd. $105? No. I don't like the packaging. I don't like the concept. I don't care for anything about it, and the money is absolutely ridiculous. So there's my thoughts on that one. So Benefit has 2 new shades in their like dandelion highlighter things. It is their light reflecting powder highlights with soft focus blurring effect. It has the Honey Bee Twinkle, that is warm golden honey. And then the Sugar Plum Twinkle is the cool iridescent lilac shade. I think it's very cool. I wish they showed like actual swatches of the product, because I can't tell if these are supposed to be like true highlighters that you put on your cheeks, or like a product that you almost use as a topper to create like the light bouncing off from like underneath your eyes or something. I'm not 100% sure. I have never used a Benefit Cosmetics highlighter, so I don't really know the tea on that. If you know, definitely let me know down below. But I think the idea is pretty cool, especially if they are something that you could use to like brighten up your under eye, because I know that a lot of people like using like a pink or light purple under there, and it really kind of reflects the light and makes your under eyes look really bright. So I think that's interesting. I would definitely just have to have more info on them. It's not something that like I'm immediately putting in the back of my mind like, oh yes, I need to go check that out. I tend to just set my under eyes with a plain powder, and that's kind of it. So I don't know, but it is pretty looking. We got another neutrals palette on the horizon. This is the Makeup by Mario Erythritol palette in the anniversary edition. It's 12 shades for 68 bucks. I can go ahead and tell you right now, $68 is a no bueno for me. Absolutely not. Not for our neutrals. I only have the one Makeup by Mario palette in that transformative palette. What was it called? Let me see here. It is this one right here, girl. The Master Metals palette, guys. This is why I talk about why I'm so weird about the things that I purchased lately. I've used this maybe twice, okay? And honestly, like, I could get rid of it right now and literally wouldn't think twice about it. It's pretty, the shades are pretty, it's cool to use, but it's not something I reach for very often. The way you learn and grow in your purchasing habits. So that's the only Makeup by Mario, that might be the only Makeup by Mario product that I have, period. So it's not doing it for me. And again, neutrals for $70 just feels so absurd. Like, it's just so offensive. Like, I think like the Dominique Cosmetics palette over this one for sure any day. I'm sure the shadows are gorgeous. I'm sure they blend well. I mean, Mario is a makeup artist, but I just like, I can't get on board with like the most neutral of neutral shades being that expensive. I mean, the shimmers look like they swatch absolutely stunning, but not $70 worth of stunning, okay? Like, you can get much more affordable products. And so it's gonna be a no from me, dog. If it's a yes from you, then rock on. But like, I just can't justify that kind of money for something that I already have 10 times over in my collection. And I think if you're in between this or the Dominique Cosmetics, whether you feel like they're on equal playing fields or not, I would definitely suggest the other one because I feel like it's gonna be more budget friendly in general. All right, so I have no idea what's going on here, but this is apparently a holiday situation from Jill Stewart Beauty. It is the Midnight Cherry collection. It says it has a Bloom Couture eyeshadow palette, a Bloom Drop lip and cheek chiffon, a glow setting powder, an illuminating serum primer, a rouge lip jewel gemma stain, and an eye diamond glimmer. First of all, this first photo that I'm putting up on the screen, I'm kind of like over a shot of kind of like all the products. It is so overwhelming to look at that like I almost don't know what's going on. Like, it is everything, it's taking everything in my brain to like pinpoint the products. It's like the product photo is a little too overwhelming. So that off the bat is stressful to me. I kind of dig the packaging. It's not my favorite, but it's all, I guess it's very cohesive to like the way they decided to do this photo shoot, because again, my brain can't really process what's going on. So that's something. The eyeshadow palette situation, I hate that. I absolutely hate the way that they're shaped in there. Like, what is that? Why can't they just be like even normal size palettes? I don't know. I don't like anything that looks like that. And I don't know how expensive this is going to be because it didn't have the prices anywhere on it. But if it comes with one of them like spongy looking dual-ended brushes on there, what is that? Don't even put a brush in there if you're gonna put that in there. That screams cheap, okay? It screams cheap, it screams child's makeup. That's maybe why I don't like it either. The shape of the palette and the eyeshadows also screams children's makeup. Come on now, and you know it's not gonna be like $3. Like, you know this is probably more expensive than that. So that's a no from me. All right, so this right here is from Nomad Cosmetics. It is their Christmas Cheer palette. It is for holiday 2022. It's a color story of Making Spirits Bright, Holiday Mattes, White Snow, Green Fir Tree, Elf Gray, and Santa's Red Suit paired with sheer and shifty shimmers. Perfect to highlight eyes, cheeks, Cupid's bow, or décolletage. It's a 9-pan palette for $29. And I like the packaging. It's kind of fun and kind of cool, but I'm not gonna lie, my immediate thought to initially seeing that gives me vibes of my Gourmand Girls That Time of Year palette. I went ahead and pulled it real quick before I started chatting about this one after I saw it. It kind of gives me these vibes, guys. Look at this. Look at this palette right here versus this one. It doesn't, obviously this has more shades than the one on the screen right now, but it's kind of giving me similar vibes. And I'm not being ugly, but like, I already have this then. Like, I'm already winning. First of all, I wouldn't go out and buy this palette in general anyways, because like, I don't need any more of those colors, but like, I'm just saying that if this is still on the Gourmand Girls website, and I will have that down below, or if they bring it back, I think you should get this one instead, because these are great. I did a video with this palette. I think the eyeshadows are fantastic. The shimmers are stunning, and I reach in this palette all the time for some of these fun colors. And so I'm just saying that this is already giving me vibes from a palette I already own and love. So check out Gourmand Girls down below. Even if that palette is not there, they had a fantastic Halloween release that was stunning. I know that it's sold out. Like, I think that was one of her best launches to date. And so I'm gonna link her down below, but check them out if you haven't already. The makeup is top tier. All right, we're gonna talk about 2 more things real quick. This is the Spectrum and Disney, the Cinderella collection. It includes the 2 different 7-piece brush sets, Magic Happens and Countdown to Midnight makeup quads, the Pumpkin and Carriage shimmer blushes, the Glass Slipper brush storage, and Pumpkin Spice brush soap and cleaning towel. The entire bundle is $151. That doesn't sound like a terrible deal for everything I just named if you're interested in everything. Honestly, the thing that caught my eye is this like glass slipper brush holder situation. First of all, if you are a Cinderella fan of like any kind, like a Disney freak, this is insane. It's not for me. I don't have any desire to buy it. It's not very practical for what I like, but like the marketing, that's genius, because there are plenty of people who are huge Disney fans in that kind of realm, or love Cinderella or love stuff like that, and you don't just have to simply use this as a brush holder if you don't want to. I'm sure you can use this for a million different reasons, and so I think that is like kind of genius. It's super cute. Like I said, not something I want to personally buy, but like I like it. Like, I see what they were doing there. All right, and the last thing I'm going to talk about that caught my eye before I hop off for this video is this Mad Beauty and Scooby-Doo collection. And the reason it caught my eye are for these horrifying face mask things. I'm pretty sure that's what they are. Yeah, the sheet mask. Oh my god, this is nightmare fuel. You know that this has to look so flippin' creepy when someone puts it on. I hate when anybody does like something to the face mask to make you look like something else, because they're just always so terrifying. Nothing about this collection does anything for me at all. I do think that the eyeshadow palette is kind of cute and fun, and I like that it's in the shape of the Mystery Machine. Everything else though seems kind of like a waste, but like literally I simply wanted to chat with you about how absolutely terrifying these face mask things are. And it doesn't help that like the mouths of the characters don't line up with the mouth of the person, like the mouth cutout holes. That is just absolutely terrifying, and I absolutely hate it. And I just wanted to let you know that if I had to see it, you had to see it. So thankfully they didn't showcase it on someone's face, because I don't know that I would be able to sleep later tonight after being forced to look at something like that. But anyways, you guys, that is the end of this YASS or PASS. As always, I'd love to know your thoughts and opinions on the things that I chatted about down below, or any other new or upcoming releases that maybe I didn't chat about in this video. I love hearing your thoughts and opinions. I love roasting stuff with you guys. It's like one of my favorite things that we do here. So I really hope that you enjoyed the video. As always, if you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. You can also follow me on my other socials linked down below, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!